at allaboutwaterllc.com or check out their Facebook page on the day of for participating addresses. Your backyard could be next.
Welcome to the Story Financial Partners Bowl. This is Chris Allen, Market President of Story Financial Partners in Huntsville, Alabama. Story Financial Partners is here in Huntsville to make it an even better place to live and work. To learn more, please visit our website, www.story.bank. Your story, your bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
A lifetime. And one of the things that he's great at is let's design an offense where whoever's open gets the ball. The beauty of A.J. Brown's greatness, every time out, they're going to put 2 or 3 guys on him, which means other guys are going to be available to catch the ball and then maybe win games. How do I know he'll be satisfied with that?
Unsportsmanlike. Weekday mornings starting at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN2.
The stars of the summer are all here. There is nothing like La Liga. Fantastic finish. Yamal and Mbappe seem to be on a different planet. He can't stop scoring. Julian Alvarez, what a player. Talk about star power. That's what he does. From the home of the world champions, La Liga. Follow all 380 matches in English or Spanish on ESPN+.
Hey, it's Myron Metcalf. Coming up Thursday on Matt and Myron, we'll get you ready for the
WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Scott Tyson here with your 97.7 ESPN The Zone Sports Minute. Week 1 of the high school football season under the lights tonight. JP2 hosts Rogers at Wicks Family Field, and Huntsville welcomes Mae Jemison at Milton Frank Stadium. Download the 97.7 ESPN The Zone app today to get ready for another full Friday of high school football. The SEC presidents vote 15-0 to confirm penalties involving banning of NFL players. LSU abstained from voting. Coaches can be suspended for 50% of the team's contests, along with a fine equal to 50% of the sport's opening budget. In a rare preseason matchup, Alabama and Auburn will meet in an exhibition basketball game inside Legacy Arena on October 22nd. Tickets go on sale September 1st. Rocket City Trash Pandas knock off Birmingham 8-0 in the win. Puts Rocket City atop the Southern League North standings by a half a game over Knoxville. Braves knock off the Dodgers 6-5. Download the 97.7 ESPN The Zone app today.
You need to be more like a dog.
Like what you guys are doing. You've got your fingertip on the pulse of your listeners. You guys know what they're talking about.
Be a dog.
God bless the show. You are the Messiah.
We need more dogs.
This is the best show on radio.
The big dog, Thom Abraham, is here with you.
Hey, I see you. I see you, dog.
So settle in and get your bark on.
That's my dog.
Now live. Here he is, the big dog.
Let's go, baby.
Thom Abraham.
How you doing? 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 How you doing?
Look, I don't speak Spanish.
I don't know how to say this, so I'm going to choose my words very carefully. I think you're a psycho.
Do you know who I am?
I mean, that guy sounds like El McPherson farting into Miles Davis' trumpet.
I guess I'm on here. Am I on? Can somebody respond?
Get off my
I have to drag my Yankee ass out of here.
Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Throwback Thursday in the Doghouse. Guys, do me a favor and get rid of that echo for me, and thank you. I appreciate that. Look, tonight, it is not just any Throwback Thursday. It's a fantasy Throwback Thursday today in the Doghouse, all right? Tonight is DFL Fantasy Football Draft coming up at Carrabba's Italian Grill at Park Place Mall at 6 o'clock. So we'll see if the boys at Mission Control have some fantasy-type music queued up for the show today. We'll see what they can come up with for the show today, maybe tie in to this whole fantasy thing. And to help you with your fantasy drafts, whether you're into DFL or any other fantasy football draft, is our fantasy expert, Buddy Andrade, is back. He'll join us a little bit later on at the top of the 11, and he's working with a new outfit as well that's going to have a new website, and he'll tell us a little bit about that in a little bit. But before that, at the bottom of this hour, we're going to hear from Bob Jones head football coach Seth Parker as the Patriots get ready to take on the Athens Golden Eagles in the home opener tomorrow night at Madison City Stadium in a non-region game. You can hear that game on 97.7 in Huntsville with former coach Tyler Johnson and myself beginning at 6:45. We will have that for you. It's going to be a very busy weekend of football for the folks listening in Huntsville. It's going to be a lot of good football action coming up this weekend, including the first ever college football game at Wicks Family Field as well. And that's going to be something as UNA and Samford will get together for the first time in 23, 24 years, whatever it is. They'll be playing there as well, and you'll be able to listen to that broadcast beginning at 4:30 in the afternoon there as well. Now, this is one of those days when I'm highly distracted. I'm going to be totally honest with you. This is one of those days where I've got the Bassmaster Elite Series finale over here. I mean, that's going on from the St. Lawrence.
103 days ago. That's exactly how long ago this quest started.
That's what that sounds like.
Frosty Lake Gunnersville, we kicked off the 2026 Progressive Bassmaster Elite Series. And
that's my friend Dave Mercer talking about the Elite Series that did kick off in February at Lake Gunnersville and now is wrapping up at the St. Lawrence River. Those guys are fishing for $100,000 first place and Angler of the Year and all kinds of stuff. So I'm monitoring that over there because of my responsibilities with Bassmaster and Bassmaster Radio, kind of keeping an eye on that thing. And then over there across the way, it is at East Lake in Atlanta. We have the PGA Tour Championship getting ready to go. Now, it's raining in Atlanta. So it's just surprising because usually our part of the country, their part of the country, pretty similar weather patterns, but it's raining pretty good there at East Lake. And last I saw it, I haven't been outside in a little bit, and I don't have the windows open here in the Big Dog Production studio, but I think it's nice, isn't it? I think it's pretty much nice right around here. So I don't know why it's raining over there. I mean, I don't get that, but apparently that's what's going on. And by the way, speaking of Atlanta, goodness gracious almighty. How about the Braves last night getting a walk-off pinch hit from, of all people, Ha-Se Kim? I think that's how you say his name. I mean, dude come into the game with 5 hits in 76 at-bats this season.
5 apiece, bottom of the 9th. Kim awaits the 3-2. Here it comes. There it goes. Line drive. Base it to the left. Here comes Thomas. He comes to the plate. The Braves win. Ha-Se Kim mobbed out there on the bags. The man without a base hit since June steps into the batter's box as himself, steps out as Superman. And it's a 6-5 winner for the Braves. Unbelievable. They ripped his jersey off out there. They're going to tear him apart. Braves have taken the series. They'll go for a sweep tomorrow.
It's weird audio, isn't it? That's right from the Braves radio network and their highlights. It sounded like Ben Ingram was in a closed-in booth, didn't it? I mean, you could barely hear the crowd. That sounded kind of odd to me. But, I mean, with that knock, he raised his batting average to .078. Other than that, I mean, is that good? .078. Got to be kidding me. Of all people. Just cannot figure out this Braves team. I just cannot figure them out. I mean, they mess around with the weaker teams, then they turn around and beat the Dodgers. It's just it's a very interesting team. Speaking of baseball, by the way, the run is over for the Little League team from Phoenix City. So the Kinley Rasmus story ends for now, at least. We'll see if we ever hear from her again. Or be like Monet Davis. We'll hear about her in, 10 years playing for the Savannah Bananas or something. I don't know. We'll see how that works out. But there has been some other controversy surrounding the kids, namely betting on the Little League World Series. More on that in a moment. We're betting on everything. How about betting on the kids? Interesting take on that here. in just a moment. Your phone lines are open. Feel free to jump in and contribute. 256-5764-97.7. That number is good wherever and however you consume the show. Text window is open as well. We'll read and react to those on the air. 732-9TA show. 732-982-7469. Finally, you can watch the show as well. WZZN TV on the YouTube and on the Facebook and on the X. Find it at my X feed at Thom Abraham Show. But over there in the control room, playing the Play Doesn't Matter, the Stacks of Wax, keeping us on the air, keeping us over the video. We got the Bandy Man, Bailey Lowry, on the video side of things and on the audio side. Playing the tunes, chipping in. Maybe he's got something interesting to say. You never know. It's a grasshopper.
I'm the producer of this show. If I didn't step up, you're nowhere. I put this thing together out of spit and polish.
I don't know how to say this, so I'm going to choose my words very carefully. I think you're a psycho.
I have a sentimental weakness for my children, and I spoil them, as you can see. They talk when they should listen.
Give me back my son! What is your name? Detective. It doesn't matter what your name is!
I think this is one of the traits of a really good producer. Keep the talent happy.
It really doesn't matter what you think. All right? It really doesn't matter what you say.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
You guys, so I got two commissioners in there.
Yeah.
Two DFL commissioners in there. Do you feel like you're ready for tonight? Are we ready to go, do you think, tonight?
Yeah, I'm actually just looking for the players that I really want, and outside of that, everything's set up.
Yeah, but what about your role as a grand commissioner over the other commissioner? And who knows, maybe it'll be a third commissioner. I don't know. I'm getting some feedback.
Equality besides these two commissioners here, all right?
Well, yeah, but you're the one that has to make up the sheets. He did not do anything.
No, it's already done.
Yeah, but what about the cheat sheets with the player names?
It's done too.
Where did you get that from?
ESPN,
by the way.
Very
and
quick.
they have a cheat sheet. How many pages is it?
Yeah, it's one big page.
And by big page, you mean what?
It's got all the players that it's like what we.
How many players
have.
does it go down to?
I don't know. There's probably like 300 players on it.
Oh, that on one page? You see, I've got mine. For those of you that are watching on the WZZN TV, so I got mine right here.
Cheat sheet at the top.
That I downloaded this from USA Today. Okay, and it's two pages, and I've got 300 players. How could you fit? It took 2 pages of this little size people to get 300 on here. So how did you do that on one page?
Well, it's because this is the one. This is the 2026 ESPN Fantasy Football Draft Kit. It's got the PPR League.
Oh, you got a kit?
This is what we have every single year, Tom. We always do it like this. All right.
But I have that. Okay. So should I even bother? Should I just use yours? Do you think? Or
Yeah.
should
I don't even
bring
know.
mine?
I mean, bring yours just in case. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna get
Who is the number
pretty good amount of info in this next guest. So.
Now, is it based on PPR, the one that you got?
Yeah, it's a PPR League cheat sheet.
All right. Who is the number one player according to your sheet?
Overall, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Okay, Jahmyr Gibbs on mine, too. Yep. What about, who's number 2?
Bijan Robinson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Similar list. Yeah. All right, so my question is this, but this doesn't take into account, we have to give the people the rules that we play by, because our rules are slightly different than others. So what will our rules be?
They're not too different. I got them over on the other sheet as well, but it's, a touchdown, whether it's a running back, a passing touchdown, all of that stuff's going to be 6 points.
So that's the big, a passing touchdown is 6 points.
Yep.
That's a big thing because most leagues have a passing touchdown is 4 points, and so quarterbacks are less valuable. In the DFL, quarterbacks are more valuable. Mm-hmm. Like the first quarterback that's listed on my cheat sheet is at number 14 with Josh Allen, but I think he's more valuable in that in a 6-point deal.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
That makes sense.
I would also say that the receptions, each reception is 2 points,
as opposed to. Wait a minute, I don't like that. Our PPR, every catch is 2 points. So
I'm not printing all of this off again.
When did we start doing that? 2 points per reception.
I think it's always been like that. I might have also mistyped it.
I don't think so.
Interceptions are minus 2 points.
That's true.
Yards are 0.01. 30-yard field goal, 3 points, 40-yard field goal, 4 points, etc. It just goes up from there. And then defense and special teams matter. That's all you need to know about that. I'll look into that reception thing, though.
Yeah, we have a problem with the receptions thing. That can't be. We can't go 2 points per reception. Guy catches 8 balls in a game. That can't be 16 points. Because now that would change the whole dynamic of the league. That would make receptions the most important thing in the whole thing. We can't have 2 points per reception.
Benny,
1 point per reception.
Yeah, look at that for me.
Fix that. Put your assistant commissioner.
Well, I don't want to print all of this stuff back off again.
Well, you're going to have to go through it. You have to print that one up, or we can simply say to the guys, "Okay, everybody, with your sheet, there's a typo on here. Just cross out 2 and put 1 per reception."
I got enough time. I could just scribble it out and put in a number 1. I could do that.
And then so you haven't printed them out yet. How many do you think you should print out?
No, I have printed them out.
Oh, you printed 24 of them out or so? Or
yeah, I got like 26, 27. Might need to print more depending on how many people come.
I got to get with Scott Teason, and I gotta make sure that he's that they know we're coming, right? So at Carrabba's, we're going to take up a lot of room in that back room.
Receptions are 1. Yeah, I just misclicked it. I'll fix it during the show.
This is why we had to do this.
No.
Because we have to go through this process because you're a commissioner, he's a commissioner, and I'm the grand poobah. You know what I mean? So, glad we did that exercise to get that fixed.
All I know is it's going to be a great time. It always is a great time. And we'll get people in and out of there in the span of an hour unless they come early to get some food, which I don't know why you wouldn't. So
right. I was going to ask you that. Can you meet me there at 5 Bells and let's have dinner together?
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have a woman.
You're the one inviting me. So.
I'm inviting. You don't have a woman to worry about. And my woman's gone. She's her daughter took her down to Rosemary Beach for her birthday. So, I don't have anybody.
No.
So
okay,
I'll meet you there at 5 o'clock for dinner.
Okay. Make sure you bring my father. All right.
I'll bring him too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
right. So what about? By the way, the phone lines are open. You want to jump in? You can get in 256-576-4977. What about this? This story? There's been this controversy about betting on the Little League World Series and betting on the kids because you can bet on everything, right? So the people who put out the lines on this at Bet Online Sports and Casino, they're the brand that sets the annual Little League World Series odds. Get this. They're offering a truce. But here's what they're saying. They're offering a truce. The sports book says that it will pull all betting lines for 2027 in the Little League World Series, but only if Little League International agrees to one condition. Pay the players. Pay the little kids. Quote, we understand why some people are uncomfortable with betting on kids, but if the discomfort is really about profiting off of 12-year-olds, that conversation shouldn't start and end with us, according to BetOnline brand manager Dave Mason. He said, quote, Little League, ESPN, and the tournament sponsors are cashing in every August. The difference is nobody asked them to share the revenue. So here's our offer. You commit to paying the players and their families who compromised the core of this incredible tournament, and we'll commit to taking Little League off the board in 2027. So BetOnline, they didn't outline a specific payment structure, but they said ideas like family travel stipends, college savings accounts, and NIL compensation should all be considered. The ball is in Little League's court. But for now, that there is better. Well, think about it. I said this about the high school football game. This is free programming for ESPN. Does Little League pay all the expenses for the teams that make it to Williamsport? Put the crack research team on that. Think about that, John. Do they pay these? Do they get a stipend? I mean, I know the kids get some nice swag. They get a uniform. They get some stuff. You know what I mean? But you don't think ESPN's making a fortune off of Little League? I mean, they had a 3.2 rating on Little League game. You know what they get for soccer? A half a rating. They get a half a point. They'd be lucky to get a 1 on a WNBA game. They've had as high as a 3. They get a higher rating for the Little League game than they get on Sunday Night Baseball when they had Sunday Night Baseball.
You'd think they'd have to pay some of these kids because, like, each year it makes around upwards to $20 million.
Is that what you're researching?
Yeah, I mean that's the price that they're kind of getting. It's upwards of 20. It's typically
the price that
around
who's getting Little League or
17,
ESPN?
18. ESPN.
So ESPN's making $17-18 million on the thing. So the question is, do teams that go to the Little League World Series, are they at least all their expenses paid? Do they get free hotels and they get travel expense when the teams come from Japan and you know these Caribbean countries and things like that, and the teams that come from all over the country, that team from Phoenix City when they got to go to Williamsport, Pennsylvania? Do they get travel expenses at least?
It is fully covered expenses, but they get zero in prize money or cash payouts.
All right, but the expenses are covered. So what about the families? So the families are getting, or is it just the kids? They get a hotel room and they get travel expenses to get there? Is that what you're saying?
Strictly to the rostered players.
Oh. So the families don't get anything?
No.
Don't you think that the kid? What about? Don't you think there should be? The kids can't get NIL, but shouldn't there be a scenario where each kid that plays in the Little League World Series? So what would it cost them for every kid that plays in the Little League World Series gets $5,000 put in a college scholarship fund? So how many kids are in the Little League World Series? Even the regionals, really. But let's just say the teams that go there. What is there, 12, 13 kids on a team? How many teams? How many total participants are in the Little League World Series?
There's 240 to 280 kids a part of it.
Okay. So if there's 280, we use the max, times 5,000, that would be $1.4 million. So it would cost them $1.4 million to put $5,000 in a college fund for each of the children. And you're saying they make up to $20 million on this deal. $20 million. So you can't break off $1.4 million? I mean, I think it's kind of interesting prospect from the folks at Bet Online.
Yeah, it's a little cheesy from them. It's a little gross, a little greaseball move.
Which part is gross?
Them saying, "Oh, you got to pay the kids, or we're gonna keep betting on these games."
Well,
it does bring up a good conversation.
Why is it not gross that ESPN is making money off the backs of these kids?
Oh, it is. Big corporate business is gross. That's just how it is.
You know, and it's the same thing. I wonder if there's a market. Do they have a market on all these high school games that are on? You know, I wonder if there's a market for that. I bet you could bet on those games too.
Yeah.
On those high school games. I mean, look. You think that this is something new? I mean, this stuff has been going on, you know, for a long time. They've had this kind of stuff going on. Be honest with you.
Yeah, mind you, our stations that we're primarily on are all pretty local, so just wanted to throw that out there.
What's that got to do? I don't understand what you're saying.
Because obviously we got the ESPN, in the names. Still local. We're local businesses.
Well, we're not we're not making money off of the game.
We're not the grease balls here. All right, that's all I'm saying.
No, we're not the grease balls. I'm just saying we're an affiliate. That doesn't mean anything. I'm just saying that this has been going on for a while.
We played this team, Philip Cubies from the Bronx. There was $15,000 on a game. It was a muddy, rainy day. They used, at the end of the game, we found out we didn't know, they take the ball off when they left on offense. They used a rubber ball because it was wet and it stuck.
Was it legal?
I was saying, how is this? They killed us.
It's silly shoes. Talking about a game from the 70s. We didn't know. $15,000 on a game. Silly shoes. It's crazy. All right, let's get a quick break. When we come back, let's talk to Coach Seth Parker, Bob Jones head football coach. Philip, you stay there. We'll get you in right after Coach Parker. We'll do that next. Tom Abraham Show. Back with more right after this.
ALCert number 21014.
Welcome into the hottest and coolest game show around called The Freeze. Today's contestant, Bob. Bob, can you tell me the heating and air business that provides free service with repair?
Is it Talent Heating and Air Conditioning?
Can you tell me which heating and air business provides free second opinions?
Talent Heating and Air Conditioning.
You are our grand prize winner. You have won a visit from the #1 heating and air business in the Tennessee Valley.
Talent Heating and Air Conditioning?
That's right. Talent Heating and Air is coming to you.
This is Thomas with Talent Heating and Air Conditioning, and you don't have to win a game show to use us. We have free second opinions year-round, and we're doing free service calls with a repair. So just remember, call Talent Heating and Air Conditioning at 256-503-4490 or visit us on our website at talenthvac.com.
You can now do more without it costing you more. Alabama's attractions have come together to offer the all-in-one ticket that downloads to your mobile device. No matter how many attractions listed on the ticket you see during the time span you bought, your price stays the same. Pick the right ticket option that best fits your schedule, and then enjoy more attractions without spending more. All-in-one tickets for different areas of Alabama are available at alabama.travel and other places where online tickets are sold. Brought to you by Alabama Tourism Department, the ABA, and this station.
Hey, brother. Saw you called.
John, I've been thinking about our days during the war, and
I'm on my way.
Thanks, man.
If you are a veteran struggling with depression, anxiety, or need someone to talk to, call 800-273-8255. Press 1. It's private and free 24/7. Call 800-273-8255 or visit vetsforhope.com. Sponsored by the Partners of Alabama's Challenge and the Alabama Broadcasters Association.
Hey, I'm Bobby White for Lynn Layton Ford Indicator. Summer is flying by and our summer sales event is coming to an end soon. But there's still time to lock in low, amazing summer deals. Now's your last chance to get 0% financing, 0 payments for 90 days, 0 maintenance for 2 years, and $1,000 down payment assistance on a huge selection of new Fords. With your good credit, get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 26 Broncos. $6,000 off. While they last, get $7,500 off MSRP on a 25 Bronco Sport. $7,500 off. The last new 2026 STX Crew Cab started under $46,000, and Lynn Layton Ford will never add any dealer dock fees or some ridiculous upcharge. Don't miss out on 0%, 0 payments for 90 days, 0 cost for maintenance for 2 years, and $1,000 in down payment assistance. Hurry into Lynn Layton Ford, right in the heart of Ford country, just a mile south of the Beltline indicator, or online anytime at lynnlaytonford.com.
Bronco 28442T, Bronco Sport 28032D, F-150 28485T. See dealer for details.
By now, you know about Eagle Masonry and Insulation, and maybe you know that Eagle also does landscaping and dirt work. But how about after paint work? Shower doors, shelving, and mirrors, all taken care of by Eagle, the same Eagle that takes care of all your masonry, insulation, and landscaping needs. Eagle brings the same level of expertise to all these disciplines, and they're ready to provide you with a free quote. The website is the same, insulatewitheagle.com, as is the phone number, 256-755-1556. Give them a call and see what Eagle can do for you. Eagle saves you time. Eagle saves you money.
Looking for your next great round of golf? Take the short drive from the Tennessee Valley to the Bear Trace at Tim's Ford in Winchester. This spectacular Jack Nicklaus designed 18-hole course sits along scenic Tim's Ford Lake, featuring rolling fairways, challenging greens, and lake views that'll make the trip well worth it. Whether you're planning a weekly foursome, a company outing, or just sneaking in around, Bear Trace offers one of the best public golf experiences in the region. Book your tee time today at dnstateparks.com and play the Bear Trace at Tim's Ford.
Your Fox 54 weather.
I'm Fox 54 Weather Impact meteorologist Emily Owen. Heading into this Thursday afternoon, temperatures will gradually warm into the low 90s for the afternoon. Expect to see partly sunshine. A few thunderstorms and passing showers will be possible in the afternoon as well. Heading into Thursday night, things turn much quieter. Temperatures fall into the upper 60s.
Your Fox 54 weather, only on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
This segment of the show is brought to you by my friend Mike Owen at Owen Home Appliance, and Mike has done it again. He is providing the grand prize for the Owen Home Appliance Grand Trifecta this season. Every Friday on the Tom Abraham Show, you make your picks on games that I post and accumulate points. After the Super Bowl, whoever has the most points will win a complete Forno outdoor kitchen valued at $10,000. This thing is amazing, from the sink to the pizza oven with an amazing grill. So make sure you get in the game. It's the Owen Home Appliance Grand Trifecta. I see where you're going. It is Fantasy Thursday with the DFL draft tonight at Carrabba's. Coming up at 6 o'clock tonight. Everybody is invited, including Bob Jones head football coach Seth Parker, but I don't think that he has time to do fantasy football. I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say that he's pretty busy with his high school football team. Probably doesn't have time to mess around with fantasy football. Probably watches the NFL some on a Sunday, though, I would imagine. He joins us now on the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline. Coach, welcome back in. How are you?
Well, I told you that he wasn't 100% ready. He's still in the principal's office.
I thought you said he was in. I thought you said Seth is in.
I have him queued up, but he's okay. Now he's ready. Now he's ready.
He's still talking with the principal.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure he didn't get in more trouble, you know.
Okay, yeah. When you get called down to the principal's office, you never know what's going on. You know, you probably stop throwing spitballs in the cafeteria and stuff, man. I mean, you can't do that stuff.
Hey, that's exactly what I was doing. Now, hey, just up there, little meeting with my principal, man. We got great admin here, Bob Jones, man, and it's just a weekly check-in with admin. So it was great, man. It was great. Sorry to hold you guys up, though. Glad to be on today.
That's okay. We were just talking about today. We're having our fantasy football draft tonight, and let the folks know what the weekend looks like for a high school football coach, because you play on Friday night, and then what does Saturday and Sunday look like for you guys? And during the season, do you get a chance to do like on a Sunday after church? Do you watch the NFL? I mean, what does a weekend look like for you?
Yeah, man, great question. Honestly, that is a great question. Kind of my routine, I guess, is really Friday night after the game. I get home pretty late, usually sometime after midnight, and I've got to watch the game. I've got to watch it, film it, stat it, have everything ready to grade it, and I like to get my sheet ready for the next week's game plan ready before I fall asleep. So I'm usually going to bed pretty late. I mean, 2 to 3 a.m. probably at the earliest, and from there get up, man. I've got my wife, and I've got 3 kids. I got a 3-year-old daughter and twin boys who are almost 2 years old, and so we get up and get breakfast. And of course we're football people, so Saturdays are the best, man. Watching tons of college football, but I try to spend all day with those 4 of my favorite people on the earth, and I don't get to see my kids. They're being so young, they go to bed early, so get home every night. At least after 7, they're asleep usually, so I don't really get to see my kids awake, but for the mornings during the week. So it's a special day on Saturday. I try to kind of stay off my computer until they go to bed and stay up pretty late game planning. And then Sunday, we go to church. I go to Lindsay Lane Baptist Church over in Athens, and love it. Love Andy John King over there. And so we spend time at church, come in on 2 o'clock on Sundays, and get rolling again. So it's a great time, man. There's nothing like football season, but it's busy 24/7, and there's really no days off. Even though the Saturday we get to spend some time with family, it's still a little bit of a work day. So, but man, it's great. I wouldn't change anything about it. It's certainly a grind, and you feel a little depleted by the end of it, but man, it's why we do it. And my family's so supportive. My wife Sutton is the absolute best, and she's a football girl, and she was a cheerleader at Alabama, and she's all about it. So she's very supportive and takes care of my kids through the week. And man, we're living the dream.
It takes a very supportive wife to be in this business, that's for sure. So Sunday is your staff day. So you guys do meet Sunday afternoon. So you're not watching a lot of NFL probably. So Sunday is your staff day. Who does your cut-ups of all your, all the video and things like that? Because you guys do a great job with different looks, offense, defense, running plays, passing plays, all of that stuff. Who's handling all of that for you?
Yeah, so we all, it's kind of all hands on deck. Our coordinators do a good job of delegating those things to our assistants, and man, we got a really strong staff. We got a good mix of young and old, and so all those guys have a role, what to look for in terms of game planning, and then kind of an overarching view from myself and our two coordinators, kind of looking a little bit at everything. And so you come in on Sunday, and really if you do your job on Saturday, Sundays they don't take extremely too long. You're up here for a while. Probably spend. I go to early church service, so I'm up here usually from about 12:30 to about 6:30 or 7. So we spend quite a while, but it is what it is, and it takes what it takes, man. You don't want to be outworked, and you certainly don't want to walk into Friday feeling like you didn't turn over every leaf. So we definitely try to be as diligent as possible, but definitely take some time too.
When do you show the kids the movies? As we always called them the movies. We're like, okay, it's a movie day. When do you show them the movie? Do they see it on Monday? When do you get to do that film work with the kid?
So we actually bring the kids in on Sundays for about an hour. Okay. Some days we lift them. Some days we watch film with them, depending on kind of what we feel like our need is based on the previous game or maybe what the future game is going to entail. This week we actually watched film with them on Sunday. Of course, I'm sure it's been mentioned on the airwaves. Of course, it was broadcast. We certainly did not play our best last week, and so we felt like we needed to come in and see the mistakes, get those adjusted. But then, obviously, with game planning and looking at our opponents, we would, we show that on Monday morning after practice. We show that some on Tuesday morning after our lift, and then a little bit more on Wednesday mornings as we have just kind of film and walkthrough time. So you just kind of piece it together throughout the week. You share some stuff with them, have some cut-ups that you expect them to watch, and we can monitor their hours and minutes watched on Huddle. So definitely get it out to them as much as possible. But again, we feel like as coaches, if we can just kind of manipulate it as best as we can and put them in the right positions, we'll do the job for them in a lot of ways.
You have no idea how good you guys got it with the technology that you have nowadays and the ability to share and everything else. I mean, we would Sundays for us at the college. This was at the college level now. In the 90s, Sundays we would have stacks of cassette. We would have the actual VHS tapes, and you would take. There would be an inside look, an outside look. We had like 4 different cameras that were shooting different angles, and then you would get them, and you would then look at the film and break down your own, what the plays were and what happened in them and grade them and all of that, and then show it to your position group and so on. And then we'd have our GAs would have to run around. They would have to drive sometimes 2-3 hours and meet whoever you were playing. You'd meet 2 or 3 hours in the middle and exchange cassette tapes. I mean, literally exchange the VHS tapes, and that was just a routine on a Sunday. So the technology today is just so good. It's really something.
Oh yeah, I know we're spoiled, and I hear that from some of our older coaches. But I've also always heard it from my dad too. He coached for a long time, and I think for a lot of time in football, he was usually the assistant that had to get in the car and go drive and trade tape. So man. And the thing is, it's on our phone almost instantaneously after the game. Of course, during the game, you have Huddle Sideline. You get it instantly, but there's a lot of times I've watched the film before we even get back if it's a certain, long enough road trip. So it's, we're spoiled for sure. I'm aware of that. I'm certainly aware of it, but I ain't mad about it either.
I'm with you on watching the tape that night. I can't get to sleep anyway. So you stay up to 2-3 o'clock in the morning breaking down the film and looking at it. And if it's like last week, it might keep you up until 6 in the morning. Who knows how it goes?
Come on, man. Come on. Hey, no, it's true though. I didn't. There's been some sleepless nights, but hey, it ain't the first time, and unfortunately, it won't be the last to have some sleepless nights after Fridays, man. But again, it is what it is, man. We're all in this because we're competitors, and we love to play, love to compete, love to win. And you're always going to be upset when you lose. And I'll be honest with you, sometimes it's tougher when you lose a close one because it's just that one play.
Yeah.
Not to say that it didn't wear on me this past week, but hey, it's week 2. We got game 2 coming up. We're excited, man, and we're hoping to make some big improvements moving from week 1 to week 2. And that's all you can do as a competitor.
Well, that's the saying. It's always the biggest improvement is from week 1 to week 2, and you can do all of the 7-on-7 and all of the individual stuff and all that stuff all summer long, starting all the way back in spring. You can do all of that you want until it goes live on Friday night. You really don't know, and now the kids know, right? So this is a great teaching opportunity in a non-region game against a well-coached team in Hartselle. You'll see another well-coached team in Athens. But, for your guys this week, if they're receptive to it, they can be so much better in week 2 after they've seen it and learned it, because you still got a lot of young guys out there, sprinkled all throughout your roster.
Oh, no doubt. And every single thing we did last week that was, a mistake or just lack of execution, they're all extremely fixable. It's stuff you see on film and instantly, you can isolate the issue. And, maybe it was a lapse in judgment, a lapse in focus. Some of it was just, maybe a situation that hadn't been presented before. Like we talked about, like we blocked the field goal, it goes across the line of scrimmage. Well, that's something we did discuss last week as a team. But until, like you said, the bullets are flying, the lights are on Friday night, and, I'm really not too mad about a kid running towards the football, but at the same time, too, just having the understanding what the situation is. And, we're going to learn from it. And I can assure you this, we won't make that mistake again. And I think that kid's going to be better for it. He's a great player and a winner for us. And again, you wipe it clean, move on, learn from it, and time to go this Friday at 7.
You got a nice little 1-2 punch at running back. We all knew about Jaden Rice and what he brings to the table, and certainly he scored it through for a really nice touchdown run, but he's a 200-pounder. But, boy, I tell you what, Zach King, pretty physical kid, 205-pound running back. You got a couple of running backs 200 pounds or plus. And as the game went on, I was impressed that you guys stayed with the run game because, early on there was nothing doing, but then as the game, that's something that you can wear on a defense, and it got started opening up some holes later on in the game, and I think you got something there with those two kids.
Oh, I agree, and for us, we've kind of all summer kind of seen that as like maybe our two best weapons on offense. From a skill standpoint, are those two backs. And so, you look at personnel groupings and what gives you the best chance to win? Is it having them both on the field at the same time? Is it being able to have a fresh back 24/7 so you keep one on the field, one off? I mean, there's a variety of things we've talked about, and but certainly last week, it was no surprise to us. But I think as far as game plan goes, we got to do a better job of being more intentional about where the ball's going. And truthfully, those two guys, they got to touch it. And as we go, they're two really good players that, like you said, are physical. They've got good moves, and they're great kids, man. They're great kids, great teammates. I wish you could, hear those two dudes talk. As physical as they run, they're mild-mannered, soft-spoken kids. Always got smiles on their face, man, and we love them, and so glad that they're our guys. And I'll tell you this, we got another young back, Brendan Rooks, number 26. He's a sophomore. I feel really good about his ability to play on Friday nights too. He didn't get a touch last week. We weren't really in a position for that to happen. But I'll tell you, we feel good about him too. So we're excited about our running back room, and we just got to create some lanes for them to run.
Yeah, and defensively there was some nice things too. I like your free safety that Miles Mitchell. He'd come up and hit you. I thought that was impressive. He almost broke off a kickoff for a touchdown as well. He had a great run back on a kickoff, and then had a brain cramp on a kickoff, which is again that's a teaching moment, I suppose, for the kid. But boy, I like the way that kid plays defense. He's flying all over the place.
Heck yeah, man. Miles, man, is like you said. He's physical. Man, I think he's gained 10 to 15 pounds of muscle this off season, and he is an unbelievable leader for our team. He does a great job of leading older kids, but he's also really good at talking to the young guys and putting his arm around them and doing his best to try to be an example for the next group, right? And I think that's something we've kind of put on our seniors is, hey, be an example for these young guys. Like when you leave here, you only get 1 year with this new staff, this new regime. What's your legacy going to be to kind of create that foundation? And Miles Mitchell has been at the forefront of that. And I know all of our young kids look up to him. And he's been great for us. And again, like you said, had a blunder last week, but he's owned it and been the first one to tell you about it. And I know he's going to come out and be ready to play Friday night and make some plays for us.
something a lot of people don't talk about, but that I was impressed in. Again, I'm a special teams guy, but you got a sophomore in this Sam Cook that's got a little cannon on him. I mean, if you can, he's your kickoff guy, not taking anything away from Rocky Ray, but your place kicker, but Sam Cook, if you can, that kickoff after the safety, I was like, that's 62 yards. He just hammered that ball. And then he kicked off after the touchdown into the end zone to start the second half into the end zone. That's a huge weapon because in high school football, ball only comes out to the 20. And if you're making your opponent go 80 every time, that's a big weapon. Do you use him much at all as a place kicker as well on field goals at all? Or what's the deal there?
Yeah, so he'd be our second place kicker behind Rocky. And what's great about it is he provides a lot of stability and depth there, and I think that challenges Rocky every single day. Sometimes you have one kicker on the team. We've actually got, 3 or 4 and truthfully, Sam, I think is a varsity kicker. I mean, like you said, what he does on kickoff is impressive and it is a weapon. But, I'll tell you about Sam Cook. He is a do-it-all player. He played some safety for us earlier in the year. He's now a 2 at receiver. And, he is a special athlete. Like you said, just a sophomore, but he's, every bit of 6'2", and, he's a skinny dude, but he's strong, works his tail off in the weight room. And he's also a varsity soccer player, got to play a little bit on the varsity last year in their state championship run. And so it just tells you what kind of athlete he is. I actually know last year too, he played some quarterback on the freshmen when they had an injury and he had to go in. I know he house called a few zone read pulls. So, man, he is an exceptional athlete, but like you said, as a kicker, he's been a weapon for us. And again, just a great kid. And, you love to see kids like that have success, especially early on in their high school career.
And the other young kid we got to get a little bit of a shout out to, Preston to Duty, a freshman, Tony Hughes, 190 pounds. He gets lost in there amongst the big boys, about 190 pounds, freshman center that was pressed into duty due to injury to your normal starter there. And to be honest, first start, freshman at Hartzell, big crowd under the lights. I mean, I thought he, acquitted himself pretty well.
Oh, no doubt, man. I'm so proud of Tony Hughes. Obviously it's an unfortunate situation for us to be in game one. We, our center got banged up a little bit on Tuesday at practice and thought he may be able to go, but, game time decision and ultimately couldn't go. And so we talked to Tony on Wednesday and, he had done some stuff with us throughout the summer and had a good foundation of what we were doing. But really, for a lot of those guys with the freshmen, we like to leave them on the freshmen, let them play together, and really win as a group, even if they are a guy that could maybe slide up and be a 2 or 3 on the varsity. And so he's somebody really hadn't practiced a whole lot with us until last week. And so for him to come in, I think we may have had one snap that you could have considered bad. And, he gave us a chance, man. And like you said, to be a 14-year-old freshman, come in and do that. Again, not a situation you want to be in as a coach or as a program. But he gave us a chance, and we know that's going to pay dividends for the next 4 years. I mean, the confidence that kid should have is through the roof. And like you said, he held his own. So it gave us a chance. And ultimately we didn't get the job done. But man, really proud of that kid and the effort he gave us. He wasn't scared. He could have been terrified and snapped every ball all over the place. But man, that shows that kid's a winner. And man, we got a lot of winners in that freshman group, and I think they're going to have a good career here at Bob Jones.
Yeah, I didn't see the end zone view of it, but I thought from just seeing it the one time with the naked eye, I thought he made a nice seal block on the touchdown run that Jaden Rice had, which was basically right up the gut. And yeah, it looked like it. I was like, I think that kid sealed off the inside of that defense and did a nice job. So that's good that you confirmed that. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you as always. Can't wait to be down there at Madison City Stadium tomorrow night, opening up the home schedule. Big crowd. Got to have a big crowd. Get behind the Patriots and get after a good Athens team that knocked off West Morgan, who hadn't lost a game, in the regular season in 3 years. And so this is always a well-coached team at Athens. They got some big dudes. They got a big quarterback, big running back. And so this will be a good challenge for you guys. Another non-region game, but a good chance for you guys to get after it on Friday night.
Yes, sir. Hey, and always thanks for having me, Tom. Appreciate you guys and what you guys do for not just for Bob Jones football, but all high school football, all high school sports here in North Alabama. And in Southern Tennessee. So, man, thank you guys. Y'all are the best. Can't wait to see you guys out there tomorrow night. And like you said, I hope everybody in Madison's out to watch the Patriots play. And we're excited for the challenge tomorrow. So thanks for having me. God bless you guys, and go Patriots.
All right, man. Appreciate you. The coach is brought to us, by the way, by Phil Sandoval's Mexican Restaurant each and every Thursday here on the show. And we appreciate Phil Sandoval's doing that as well. All right, we'll get a quick break in here. When we come back, we'll get the phone lines back going again. Philip is up. He's in the queue, so as they say. So we'll bring him up next right here on the Thom Abraham Show.
You're listening to the Thom Abraham Show on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
This is Brent Musburger's VSiN Action Update on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Drivers who switch to Progressive have an annual savings of nearly $750. Progressive.com.
Braves play with a series sweep today against the Dodgers, laying $1.14 at Truist Park with Chris Sale on the mound. Sale 12-9 at 2.20 ERA. Yoshi Yamamoto for the Dodgers minus 106. Yamamoto 12-7, 2.61 ERA, 7 over the total. William Byron, Ryan Blaney both plus 850 with the Coke Zero Sugar 400 at Daytona on Saturday night. Falcons a 3.5-point favorite tomorrow at Miami in the preseason finale. Jacksonville State opens the season Saturday. 7-point underdogs against North Dakota State. The total 46.5. For more, go to VSIN.com. Mike Sennett, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
The Orthopedic Center. It's in the name. TOC, the premier choice for all your orthopedic needs. With over 40 physicians and 20 centers of excellence, TOC is the name to trust for complete, expert orthopedic care. And that word center, we mean it. With more than a dozen locations across North Alabama and the Tennessee Valley, TOC is in your community whenever you need us. As the state's largest orthopedic practice, TOC is built on trust. Trust we've earned with every patient we serve. You can see that trust on the field, too. As the official sports medicine provider for the Huntsville Havoc, Huntsville City Football Club, Oakwood and Alabama A&M universities, thousands of athletes and coaches count on TOC to keep them in the game. From student athletes to unexpected injuries, our urgent ortho clinics offer prompt, expert care. No appointment necessary. So remember, when it comes to your health and mobility, trust the name that says it all. TOC, helping you live a better life.
Since 1983, Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate's Ann Adams has been your local go-to real estate expert in the area. As a buyer, you can trust Ann's in-depth knowledge of the local housing market to narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in, saving you time when shopping for a new home. When you're ready to sell, Ann's expert negotiation skills will ensure you get a fair price and hassle-free experience. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or email annadamsrise@gmail.com.
Have you ever turned your back on God? Have you ever absolutely known the right thing to do and just turned around and walked away in disobedience? I know that I have. Aren't we thankful for our great and merciful God who loves us and forgives us and remembers our sin no more? I'm so thankful that His mercies are fresh every day. I need that, and I suspect you do too. Hey, I'm John Dees, pastor of Cross Point Church, and if you're looking for a church home, come see us. We're smack dab across the street from the YMCA in Madison, and check us out at cpcfamily.org.
When you call most roofing companies, all you'll hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming. At Fleming Roofing and Restoration, we're focused on your needs, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement. Folks around here have trusted Fleming since 1965 for all their residential and commercial roofing needs. And as the area's storm damage experts, Fleming knows all the ins and outs of the insurance claims process. Log on FlemingHSV.com to schedule your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up. The company is Eagle Masonry and Insulation, but did you know they're also Eagle Landscaping and Dirt Work? Eagle can take care of all your landscaping needs, including irrigation, sod work, and planting, both plants and trees. On the dirt work side, Eagle can grade and build your pads, haul dirt in or out, and even do erosion control. Philip Love and his team can do it all for you. The website is the same, insulatewitheagle.com, as is the phone number, 256-755-1556. Give them a call and see what Eagle can do for you. Eagle saves you time. Eagle saves you money.
Your Fox 54 weather.
I'm Fox Fox 54 weather impact meteorologist Emily Owen. Temperatures fall into the upper 60s for this Thursday night across the Tennessee Valley. We'll also start to see those clouds move out of the area. We'll see mostly sunshine for your Friday. Temperatures going to warm back into the low 90s for the afternoon. A passing shower could be possible for some of us, but most of us remain dry for the ending of this work week.
Your Fox 54 weather, only on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
This segment of the show is brought to you by the Docs at TOC. You know, I'm always talking about these people that I've known and trusted in the Tennessee Valley for over 20 years. Well, my buddy Thom Perkins and the Docs at TOC certainly fit that description. And when my own family has needed an orthopedic specialist, TOC was the only call to make. There is a reason why almost all the schools in the region use TOC, because they are trusted and they provide the kind of care people need. TOC is the orthopedic center. It's right there in the name, and they're right there when you need them. I don't even know where you're going with that one.
This is Spellbound by Susie and the band. All right.
It's a good job by you. I hate when Throwback Thursday isn't anything but, you know, my good old-fashioned Southern rock, which is like the show every day, which will be next week. This is the final Throwback Thursday before Beat the Big Dog Thursdays begin next week, and it is a fantasy Thursday as well, as we've got our DFL draft coming up tonight, and buddy Andrade will join us at the top of the hour as well to talk about that a little bit. All right, let me get to Philip in here. Philip, what's going on, man?
Well, the biggest news of the day is the Antichrist commissioner of all professional sports has finally done something worth a crap, and that is eliminate the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, we're old enough to remember when the Pro Bowl was a thing. I mean, you know, the Pro Bowl used to be competitive. You know, it used to be good stuff. It was always in Hawaii, and you know, people look forward to it and everything else. But it became a joke many years ago, and I think what they're doing is pretty cool. And I'm looking forward to see what's going to be on the jersey when a guy is a Pro Bowl, because it's going to start this season. So if you've been a multi-time Pro Bowler already, supposedly there'll be some kind of something on your jersey, the nape of the neck or whatever, that's going to indicate how many times you've been in the Pro Bowl or you've been named a Pro Bowler.
Wait, what? I thought it was done. We weren't playing this stupid thing anymore.
We're not playing it anymore, but you're still going to get recognized. They're going to select the Pro Bowl. There's going to be 88 Pro Bowl players, 44 from each conference, that'll be selected to the Pro Bowl that does not get played. And then on their jersey, there's some sort of a something that's going to indicate that they were selected to the Pro Bowl. So if you've been to selected to 5 Pro Bowls, you'll have like 5 stars somewhere on your jersey or something.
You mean during regular games?
Yeah. During the season, there'll be something that indicates this is a guy that's a Pro Bowler. Yeah. I like that. I like that. If it's not too much, it's like a patch or something that'll be, you know how they have the captain patch? And if you've been a captain, every time you've been a captain, they put a star on the patch. So it's like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
Well, there's some other, yeah. All right, appreciate you. There's some other things they did in the.
What's the meal deal tonight? Imitation crab meat while you're doing your fantasy stuff?
Oh no, man, Carrabba's.
Crab meat?
No, Carrabba's Italian Grill. Are you kidding me? It's going to be a great meal. I can't wait to eat there and have dinner at Carrabba's. All right, coming up next, buddy Andrade. He is our fantasy football expert. We will talk to him. Got a new site they're launching, Draft Scout Heroes. It's all coming up right after this. Hour number 2, Tom Abraham Show.
Eagle Masonry and Installation. It's right there in the name. Eagle is your one-stop shop for block, stone, or brickwork, monument signs, and outdoor kitchens and fireplaces. Eagle also offers the finest craftsmanship and insulation, including fiberglass or spray foam insulation, and of course, insulation removal. Philip Love and his team have years of experience, bringing the region the best in masonry and insulation services. For more information and a quote, visit insulatewitheagle.com or call 256-755-1556. Eagle saves you time. Eagle saves you money.
Fall Saturdays in the South mean football. And when football season rolls, patio and grill season rolls right with it. Turn your patio into your favorite place to watch the game. From premium grills like Big Green Egg, Yoder, Blaze, and Napoleon to outdoor furniture built for Saturdays. Brooks & Collier has everything you need to make your patio the best seat in the house. Brooks & Collier, 80 years, 4 generations, the Valley's best in outdoor living. 813 Meridian Street and at brooksandcollier.com.
Welcome to Southern Wagyu Steakhouse and Meat Market in Huntsville. From hand-cut premium steaks and chef-crafted Southern favorites to phenomenal made-from-scratch desserts and restaurant-quality meats you can take home. Every meal is made with passion and served with genuine Southern hospitality. Join us for lunch or dinner. Attend a monthly 5-course supper club or stop by to stock up your grill. You'll see that we deliver excellence from prep to plate. Southern Wagyu Steakhouse and Meat Market, corner of Highway 72 East and Jordan Road. Come taste the difference.
When you call most roofing companies, all you'll hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming. At Fleming Roofing and Restoration, we're focused on your needs, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement. Folks around here have trusted Fleming since 1965 for all their residential and commercial roofing needs. And as the area's storm damage experts, Fleming knows all the ins and outs of the insurance claims process. Log on FlemingHSV.com to schedule your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
Coming up this week on the High School Streaming Network.
Week 1 is here. Coming up over the airwaves on Friday, Bob Jones will be at home taking on Athens. Madison Academy is at home to West Morgan. Randolph visits Whitesburg Christian. Sparkman is back home, this time taking on the Austin Black Bears. And Westminster Christian Academy visits Douglas. Be sure and download our app and follow all the action right here on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
There's power in caring when it is put into action. Each year, our bankers serve on nonprofit boards, support our local educators, and volunteer with our hometown food bank. I'm Bobby Humphrey, Vice President of Business Development for Bryan Bank, and community service is just not a line item in our mission statement. It's who we are. Because after all, Alabama is our home too. That kind of commitment to community might not be what you would expect from a bank, but it's exactly what you can expect from us. Give us a call or stop by one of our 2 offices in the Huntsville area and experience unbeatable service and legendary results.
Bryan Bank Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID 242.
WCZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Scott Tyson here with your 97.7 ESPN The Zone Sports Minute. Week 1 of the high school football season under the lights tonight. JP2 hosts Rogers at Wicks Family Field, and Huntsville welcomes Mae Jemison at Milton Frank Stadium. Download the 97.7 ESPN The Zone app today to get ready for another full Friday of high school football. The SEC presidents vote 15-0 to confirm penalties involving banning of NFL players. LSU abstained from voting. Coaches can be suspended for 50% of the team's contests, along with a fine equal to 50% of the sport's opening budget. In a rare preseason matchup, Alabama and Auburn will meet in an exhibition basketball game inside Legacy Arena on October 22nd. Tickets go on sale September 1st. Rocket City Trash Pandas knock off Birmingham 8-0 in the win. Puts Rocket City atop the Southern League North standings by a half a game over Knoxville. Braves knock off the Dodgers 6-5. Download the 97.7 ESPN The Zone app today.
This segment of the Tom Abraham Show is brought to you by Ross Roberts and his team at Valley Equipment Rental. And they have a brand new product for you. If you happen to be standing on a concrete or tile floor, Valley Equipment has the exact machine for you. Now, whether it's new construction or daily work environments or an area that's been neglected for far too long, the Valley Equipment team of experienced professionals can help you get the right floor scrubber or sweeper for your needs. Call Valley Equipment and ask them for more details on how they can help you out today.
You need to be more like a dog.
Like what you guys are doing. You've got your fingertip on the pulse of your listeners. You guys know what they're talking about.
Be a dog.
God bless the show. You are the Messiah.
We need more dogs.
This is the best show on radio.
The big dog, Thom Abraham, is here with you.
I see you, dog.
So settle in and get your bark on.
That's my dog.
Now live, here he is, the big dog, Thom Abraham.
How you doing? 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 Look, I don't speak Spanish.
I don't know how to say this, so I'm going to choose my words very carefully. I think you're a psycho.
Do you know who I am?
I mean, that guy sounds like El McPherson farting into Miles Davis' trumpet.
I guess I'm on here. Am I on? Can somebody respond? Get off my lawn.
I have to drag my Yankee ass out of here.
And welcome in on a fantasy throwback Thursday in the Doghouse. With tonight is our Doghouse Fantasy League fantasy football draft that's going to take place at Carrabba's Italian Grill at Park Place Mall at 6 o'clock tonight. Everybody is welcome, no matter where you're listening to the show. Just get your butt there, and you are welcome. We do the live draft, and then after that, it's all done online. So the only damn time we get together is for the live draft. We got rings to award to our winners from last year. We'll set up as many leagues as we need to set up. We're very, very excited about it. Going down to Carrabba's, it's going to be great to do the live draft down there. So whether you're listening in Nashville or in Winchester or in Murfreesboro or in Huntsville or Coleman or wherever you're listening, you can get on down there to Carrabba's tonight and be a part of the DFL as we do. We welcome in our Nashville audience listening on Nashville Sports Radio there, along with, of course, 97.7 ESPN, our flagship station, and then ESPN Winchester in Winchester and WCDT. It's all good. It's good to have you guys along. A lot of things to get into. It's a very distractive day for me because I love the Tour Championship. I got that on the TV across the way here at the Big Dog Production Studio. I've got the fishing tournament from the St. Lawrence River because of my work with Bassmaster. I got that going on one of the TVs here in the studio as well. And of course, there's so much going on with everything else. Say that again?
I'm just talking in your ear.
Oh, you're just talking in my ear. Okay. So we got all of this stuff going on here, and I got a guy talking in my ear besides. I mean, you see how distractive it could be. Buddy Andrade joins us now. He is on the WZZN TV. He's also on the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline. Let's take a listen to that. Buddy, welcome in. How are you?
I'm doing well. I can't believe you had me on when the Browns and Patriots are playing tonight, and we have a Red Sox-Yankees series this weekend. So we're not wrestling. We're actually talking football.
Yeah, no, it's Browns and Patriots tonight, which I think is the JV game. I think most of the truck drivers and bricklayers and guys like that playing tonight. I don't think we're going to see too many of them during the season. But, yeah, Yankees and your Red Sox, your resurgent Red Sox, who were dead in the water, for the first half of the summer and then just went absolutely bonkers. I don't know what's going on with that team, but we'll see what happens. Right now, Yankees-Red Sox would be a best of three in the Bronx for the wild card.
Yeah, just like last year. That'd be a lot of fun. We'd like to flip the location, though.
That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Yankees are going to end up winning that division. I got news for you. I mean, that's just the way that's going to go down. They're going to win that division. All right. So it's fantasy time. Talk to us about what's going on with Draft Scouts Heroes, this new site. I've seen the cover page for it. I know you guys haven't launched yet, but it looks like it's really, really cool. Tell the folks about that a little bit.
So we wanted to give a site where we actually watch the games. We don't watch clips. We don't just take highlights. We actually watch the games. Down, distance, time of game, score, who's on the field actually matters. And I feel like a lot of that's been lost, and that's kind of something that, we want to bring back to this. What truly matters, what they're doing on the field. Hey, we want to reward a wide receiver being 25 yards downfield, throwing a block that maybe springs a play that wins a game. These things need to be mentioned. I don't feel like the analytics people are willing to do that or absolutely have a clue how to watch a football game. So that's going to be the big part. We've got a great team coming on board. We got some NFL and college names you're going to know. So this is going to be a good launch, but we'll have some watch parties on our YouTube page, and there will be some SEC games in there. So the listeners out there, jump in and join us.
Well, this site is more than just, with fantasy football. I mean, this is a site that is a football site, basically.
Yeah. It's on everything. Kind of preview what your team knows along the way. Mock drafts, free agents, players who are elevating, all that. So we'll cover you A to Z.
All right. Very, very cool. Where are you at? You look like you're in an arena or something somewhere. You look like you're at a concert or somebody's behind you there. What's going on?
So we'll give a shout out. You told me TV, so I walked out of work meeting, which my regular job, I'm a school bus driver in the town of Westport, Massachusetts, beautiful coastal town. So I contacted my friends over here at Barrett's Ale House to give me a little something in the background, and always hook me up. So, doesn't affiliate with you guys down there, but it's so far away, giving a shout out to all the Barretts.
Okay, all right, that's good stuff. All right, let's talk some fantasy. Our league is very much standard, except for we award 6 points for a touchdown pass. We don't do the 4-point touchdown. We do a 6-point touchdown pass. It's a PPR league, 1 point per reception, and so on. So quarterbacks are a little bit more important in our league. They won't get drafted number one overall necessarily, but there will be some first-round quarterbacks probably taken in our leagues. So talk about that a little bit from a quarterback standpoint. With 6 points being awarded for a TD, give me some names at how you would rank your quarterbacks right now.
So I put Josh Allen in the lead because not only the passing touchdowns, but usually when it's run in, it's him, even though James Cook had double-digit touchdowns. The DJ Moore addition, the switch to Brady at coach, and not having McDermott kind of squashing what he wanted to do, running the ball as much as they can. So there'll be a lot of elements there for him. Lamar Jackson, of course, I'm a little worried about the receiving group. There is a group of guys there, but it's just not the same. I think the loss of Isaiah Likely is big, and you have to give Derrick Henry his touches. Even at that size, he's going to get his touches. That elevates Joe Burrow and Matt Stafford. It's going to be 6 points a touchdown. There were a lot of 5-yard and under touchdowns for Stafford last year, so you're getting some points, and they don't really have like that bell cow end zone back. They'll run a lot of 13 personnel, 3 tight ends on the field, kind of run play action and hit those guys, Adams and Nakua also. So, yeah, he's going to be a good feel. And also Jared Goff kind of elevates. You can say what you want about Jared Goff. It looks weird a lot, but the numbers are there. You got Amon-Ra, Jameson, you got Jamar Gibbs, Laporta. You got a good group there, and let's see if Tesla steps out as a receiver on the outside and maybe allows Amon-Ra to work more against safeties and linebackers and elevate his status. So those would be the guys I'd be looking at as the group of like the top 5 with a 6-point touchdown league.
What about Drake May? I mean, I'm looking at the USA Today rankings, and Drake May is just a hair under Lamar Jackson, and he's ahead of Joe Burrow and some of these other quarterbacks. And I just think, he's ahead of Jalen Hurts, who will run some touchdowns in. He's not going to throw as many, certainly. But, Drake May is just a guy that is constantly underrated, it feels like, and might fly under the radar.
Yeah, so the other aspect of this is they're going to go to a lot of 21, 22 personnel, double tight end. They signed Reggie Gilliam from the Bills, so there's going to be a lot of Ramondre touchdowns, pounding the ball in. That's kind of the way that Josh McDaniels' offense works. It's more running down in that area to get in. It eliminates errors, a red zone pick, a bad pick that can flip a game. He's going to have his rushing touchdowns. A.J. Brown is going to help elevate. The guy I'm looking at is Romeo Doubs, and not that this year, but if you have a dynasty league, Eli Raritan has been really good in camp. And the thing I find is those two guys are making it easy to dictate matchups for A.J. Brown and Hunter Henry, who now they can spell and not put in the biggest moments. So that'd be my New England outlook on things. But yeah, no, May is definitely elevating, getting there, and we will see as far as, with 6-point touchdowns, how many A.J. Brown and those tight ends have.
We talk about, you mentioned Derrick Henry, and every year there's a running back or a couple of running backs that are spoken of very highly that are getting up there a little bit long in the tooth, and then all of a sudden they just fall off the shelf. After Jahmyr Gibbs and Bijan Robinson, which everybody pretty much looks at as the top two running backs, there's Christian McCaffrey, who, he does have some injury issues, but now he's on the wrong side of 30. We know that Derrick Henry is on the wrong side of 30 as well. Do you concern about those kind of guys that all of a sudden it goes away? Maybe Saquon Barkley, maybe not. But specifically, how much of a risk is Derrick Henry? How much of a risk even is Christian McCaffrey, which most people have in the top 10 overall?
Well, I'm going to say Christian McCaffrey is more of a risk just because Derrick Henry is an absolute physical freak. It's just amazing the shape that guy keeps in. You're not going to have a lot of pass receptions from him in a PPR league, but it's the touchdowns, it's the long-run touchdowns, if you get extra credit for that. It's 100-yard games, and it just what he does. I think McCaffrey's skill set, with a little bit of injuries, impacts how he helps in the pass game. And the third guy I'm going to throw in that group I'm kind of worried about is Jonathan Taylor. I'm going to take the big L on Jonathan Taylor because I thought a few years ago it wasn't going to happen. I looked at his college touches. He had like 500-600 college touches easily, maybe even more. And I was concerned about the tread on the tire and the Todd Gurley moment where, all of a sudden, it's just done. So that's a guy I'm looking at there.
Here's another sneaky name, a rookie that Sports Illustrated says is their pick for the Offensive Rookie of the Year in the AFC, and that's the cat from the Titans, Carnell Tate. We don't know if Cam Ward is the answer or not, but Carnell Tate is a sneaky pick that's down the list a little bit, but as you get into those middle rounds, I wonder about him.
So I'm going to tell you on Carnell Tate, I can't believe he went 4th overall. I'm still trying to figure that out in my mind.
Okay.
There's some worries hands. Even the other day, first pass thrown to him, sideline, great throw, put in a great spot by Cam Ward, and climbing off the hands. There are moments where his concentration isn't as good as it can be. I know Jordan Tyson was banged up, but I always felt like Jordan Tyson was wide receiver 1 in this class, well over Carnell Tate. And I think, if you stash him down as a wide receiver like 3 or 4, that's fine. But if you're going to depend on him, I wouldn't, because I think Wan'Dale Robinson in the slot is going to be the guy in the Brian Daboll offense.
That's good buddy Andre with us here talking a little bit of fantasy football as the DFL draft is coming up tonight. So we'd like to talk to him about some of these names here that are on the list. And, talk a little bit about Jaden Daniels. I mean, this is a guy that was a multifaceted guy. Some people might want to take him at number 5 because, 5 is his number and nobody else can ever touch number 5. You can't be number 5.
I'm surprised.
I think he wants his number retired. He wants to go like Jackie Robinson or like Wayne Gretzky. I think he needs his number retired everywhere in every league, high school, everything else. You can't wear number 5. But what about Jaden Daniels coming back off an injury? Do you take a wait and see? Is he a QB1 for you? What's your thoughts?
If I'm stuck and I'm stocking up on positional players early on, maybe he's my starter. I'm looking at him as a backup and worried about his durability and the way he runs and doesn't take care of himself. And with this situation, I think there's going to be some liberties by some defensive players. This really rubs a lot of players the wrong way when you're thinking to yourself that way. And, there's extra cheap shots, extra ability to get hurt when you're doing these type things.
No, there's no doubt about it. Buddy Andrade with us here. All right, defense is key in our league as well. And defense, of course, you get special teams. When you look at that, how much do you look at the special team versus just the defensive production? I want a defense that's going to sack the quarterback. I want a defense that is going to, create some turnovers. I want the Rams defense. Maybe that's the way, you go. And then you look at it as the special teams are just, icing on the cake, or do you look at the special teams first?
I look at the defense, but I will I'm looking for that returner. I'm looking for that Marcus Jones on punts. I'm looking for that guy who is coming to the league, might be a late-round pick, undrafted free agent, who is just completely a return specialist. in college, getting a UDFA chance of making a squad as a returner. You got to know these guys. If you remember Tony Pollard back in the day when the Cowboys drafted him, not only running back, but he came into the league with a 40-yard average at the University of Memphis. That's unheard of. You get 30, it's good. Pollard had 40. And guys like that, that brings the defense up, because that's an extra element to score. And if the defense isn't good, they're putting that player back on the field anyway, and it's giving you more opportunities to maybe spring one.
Yeah. What about in Philadelphia with A.J. Brown gone to your Patriots? What does that do? What does that say about Devontae Smith? I mean, does he become elevated now? Is he the number one target there? 100%. Because, we have listeners down here that they want to pick their college. They want to pick all players from their college. So they want to get Jalen Hurts, and they want to get Jahmyr Gibbs, and they want to get, Devontae Smith. And you can build a pretty good team all with Alabama players, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I can totally agree with that. If you're in a PPR league, I'm a little lighter on him, and it's not because he's not good, but if you look at that yards per reception, it's a little bit more. And, you're getting points for the yard, but if you're getting that one for a guy who catches a 3-yard pass, it works out. So there's, sometimes these slot guys and smaller guys who aren't deep burners, like a Devontae Smith who can go up, make the catch, make the downfield play, that 18-yard dig. You may want to go with those just over him. And it's not a shot at him. It's trying to win your league.
All right, give us a couple of sleeper names. You always got those guys that come out of the blue. Give us a couple of names that you're kind of eyeballing sideways and, that you think could be a steal.
All right. A guy I'm keeping an eye on, Rashard White, went to the Commanders. Familiarity with that offense. I think he's the number one guy there. They drafted Allen also. I don't see it there, not yet. I think this is his chance to shine. I'm looking at that Jacksonville situation. It's kind of a 3-horse race. LaQuint Allen played at Syracuse, 7th-round pick. Was a great 3-down back at Syracuse, good in blitz pickup, which gets you on the field as a running back. That stuff does matter. And I think he's a guy who could elevate. I'm just going to throw it out there. 2 years from now, we're talking about him like a Matt Forte.
Wow. All right, good stuff. Buddy Andrade has been our guest. Buddy, we appreciate you as always. Again, plug the site and when you think it'll go live.
So Draft Site Heroes, we should be going live within the next 2 weeks. And again, we'll be watching games live, kind of pointing out the draft prospects on there and giving you a feel in real time. Not looking at highlights, not looking at analytics, actually watching the football games. Kind of a weird idea, but we're going to do it. We're going to see if it works. Tom, you know how much I appreciate you. Thank you for this opportunity.
All right, go Yankees. And I just want to drop that in there.
Everybody healthy tonight. That's all that matters. Everybody comes out of this game healthy, so we're good. So you can watch your team all year, because that quarterback situation, wow. I'm sorry, man. I'm praying for you.
Green tonight. Baby Traylon Green's going tonight, man, out of Arkansas for the Browns. I mean, come on.
Yeah. All right. Thank you again, Tom.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Oh, man. Buddy Andrade joining us from a concert rehearsal or something.
It was a little. It
wasn't bad.
It seemed like it was pretty fun in that environment. So I don't blame him for chilling out there while doing the show. But Taylon Green, I'm gonna say 1 passing touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown, 1 interception. And about 102 yards.
Taylon Green, what do I call him? Traylon Green, Taylon Green, Taylon Green. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, he didn't get a sniff. I mean, so why wouldn't you play Deshaun Watson? Why wouldn't you start Deshaun Watson and play him something? You think he'll play at all?
No.
I mean, he's your one. Why wouldn't you play him with the ones? I mean, it's not like he's so good that, all of a sudden you don't have to worry about him.
No. If they were going to play any quarterback, they would play Shedeur Sanders, and then they would throw in, obviously, Dylan Gabriel, and then Taylon Green in the last, half of the game. But you don't want to throw your starting quarterback out there because, of course, injury. That's why we're not seeing most teams throw their quarterbacks out there. I mean, maybe one drive wouldn't be bad, but this is the NFL.
In their case, they need to build some confidence. You know what I mean? They need to get a little something going.
Yeah, I think he'll be confident enough when he gets into the game.
Well, where is that game?
Tonight?
Do you know?
I have.
Is it in Cleveland or is it in? If it's in Cleveland, you don't play them for sure.
Yeah.
Because they'll go nuts. I mean, they're liable. They have their security around them if they're going to play them. I don't know if it's in. I think it's in. Might be in New England. Not sure.
No.
It's on Prime though.
I think it's in.
I know
Cleveland.
that.
I think it's in. Cleveland.
Yeah. All right, let's get a break. Well, then you probably don't play them at all. And I wouldn't put Shedeur on the field either because they're going to go nuts. And the real thing that nobody ever talks about is the fact they drafted Dillon Gabriel 3, all right, in the third round. They burned a third-round pick on, and he's not even in the discussion. And they drafted him 3. Now, maybe he plays a lot tonight as a showcase.
Yeah.
So maybe they think they can get something for him. Maybe you could trade him for a 7.
That's exactly what I think tonight is all about. You're playing only 2 quarterbacks. Neither of them are going to play during the regular season unless, obviously, the injuries.
Well, if you want to keep Green, right? You say, I'm going to keep Green and make him the 3 and trade Dillon Gabriel if you can.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. And the Cleveland Browns are playing at home against the Patriots.
Oh,
Probably not going to see any starters with the Patriots either.
You can't play Deshaun Watson then if they're at home. No. You can't take that beating.
You want his first game to be the starter to be in Jacksonville. And his second game
if he can split those 2 games, if they split those 2 games and he plays decent, then Browns fans won't be idiots.
No.
When they get home for the home opener.
They still won't like him, but if they're winning, the Browns fans like the win. All right, they like to win.
Exactly.
It doesn't happen much, but I'm saying this. All right, how about you split the entire season? At home, you play Shedeur. Away, you play Deshaun. How about that?
Yeah, you're an idiot. That's what I think. That's what I think about that. I think you're an idiot. All right, let's get a break in here. We'll come back. We go open lines the rest of the way. Got some other stuff out there to get to. The SEC and the NFL, both with some rules changes that are going on as well. Plus, threw this out there in case you missed it in the first hour of the show. The folks at Bet Online Sports and Casino who set the odds for Little League World Series, they're saying that they will pull down. If there's some controversy about this. They say they'll pull down all the betting lines only if Little League agrees to pay the participants. Pay the players. They're like, wait a minute, you're telling us we can't make any money off these 12-year-olds, yet ESPN and the tournament sponsors are cashing in like crazy. We've learned that ESPN makes up to $20 million on a Little League World Series, and all the kid gets is a hotel room. At the event, it's swag. He gets to keep his uniform. That's it. And, nobody, according to them, they're saying that nobody is asking them to share that revenue. And so they said commit to paying the players and the families, and then they compromise the core. They're comprised the core of the tournament, and they'll take Little League off the board. That's what they're saying, and it could even be college savings or travel stipends, whatever. Now we know that the kids apparently the expenses are paid, but I don't know if that's for the families either. If they get any expense money. But if you were to put $5,000 in every kid that makes it to Williamsport, if you were to put $5,000 in a college fund for that kid, it would cost $1.4 million. And ESPN's making $20 million. So do you take $1.4 million and set it aside for the kids and put it in a college fund? I don't think it's a terrible idea. It's free programming for those guys. All right, we'll come back. Phone lines are open. Jump on board, 256-576-4977. Text window, 732-982-7469. That'll get you in as well. It's the Tom Abraham Show. Back with more after this.
You're listening to the Tom Abraham Show on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
This is Brent Musburger's VSiN Action Update on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Drivers who switch to Progressive have an annual savings of nearly $750. Progressive.com.
Braves play with a series sweep today against the Dodgers, laying $1.14 at Truist Park with Chris Sale on the mound. Sale 12-9 at 2.20 ERA. Yoshi Yamamoto for the Dodgers -106. Yamamoto 12-7 2.61 ERA, 7 over the total. William Byron, Ryan Blaney, both plus 850 with the Coke Zero Sugar 400 at Daytona on Saturday night. Falcons a 3.5-point favorite tomorrow at Miami in the preseason finale. Jacksonville State opens the season Saturday. 7-point underdogs against North Dakota State. The total, 46.5. For more, go to VSIN.com. Mike Sennett, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
18 national titles and hungry for more.
100 yards and the Tide adds to its lead.
Every snap is right here. Join us Saturday, September 5th as the Crimson Tide start the 2026 season against East Carolina in Tuscaloosa on your home for Alabama football.
Your home of the Alabama Crimson Tide is 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Specializing in simple and affordable rentals, McCurry Van and Car Rental can make sure you have just the right vehicle for your next family vacation, weekend getaway, or if you just need transportation while your vehicle is being repaired. McCurry carries Ford Transit vans and Mercedes Sprinter vans, trucks and work vans, and more. And they offer discounted rental rates for long-term rentals. Now with 4 locations: Athens, Muscle Shoals, Coleman, and Huntsville. Log on McCurryRentals.com to make your reservation now. That's McCurryRentals.com.
Mark your calendars for September 19th as All About Water invites you to Pond Tour 2026, a free self-guided walkthrough of real ponds and water features that they've built right here in the Huntsville area. Talk to them on site, ask questions, see the craftsmanship up close, no pressure, no appointment. Whether you're picturing a small backyard fountain or a full koi pond with waterfalls, this is your chance to see what's possible for free. RSVP at allaboutwaterllc.com or check out their Facebook page on the day of for participating addresses. Your backyard could be next. What better way to take in the beautiful fall than with a Forno outdoor kitchen from Owen Home Appliance? The one that we are featuring now is the Forno Ultra Qualita 5-burner 176-inch black outdoor kitchen kit, complete with the grill, a pizza oven, a sink, a beverage center, a flat top, and all the counter space you could want. This thing is amazing. Learn more at owenappliance.com and just search out Forno Outdoor Kitchen. Owen Appliance and Forno, a match made for the fall.
When you call most roofing companies, all you'll hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming. At Fleming Roofing and Restoration, we're focused on your needs, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement. Folks around here have trusted Fleming since 1965 for all their residential and commercial roofing needs. And as the area's storm damage experts, Fleming knows all the ins and outs of the insurance claims process. Log on FlemingHSV.com to schedule your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up. Lake Gunnersville Ace Hardware is your locally owned and operated hardware store. We're not just about numbers, we're about helping neighbors, because our Ace Hardware store is part of your community. We're committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers personal service, quality products, and a convenient shopping experience. As the helpful hardware folks in your neighborhood, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Stop by and visit Lake Gunnersville Ace Hardware today, 1536 Blunt Avenue in Gunnersville.
Make Baumhauer's Victory Grill your big game headquarters all of the 2026 season. You'll see why Baumhauer's has been voted best wings in Alabama and #1 sports-themed restaurant in the state. With over 70-plus jumbo flat-screen TVs and state-of-the-art audio systems in each Baumhauer's, you'll be guaranteed a true stadium experience that'll make you feel like you're at the game. Baumhauer's also has a great new big game headquarters menu to help kick off the season, featuring several fan favorites at great prices. How about an ice-cold beer with those wings? Yingling and Yingling Flight pitchers are only $7.99, with pints going for only $2.99.
97.7 ESPN The Zone.
This segment of the show is brought to you by Ryan Harbin and his team at All About Water. I recently met with Ryan about a drainage issue and was thoroughly impressed with his professionalism and knowledge. And now on September 19th, you can see firsthand what these guys can do at Pond Tour 2026. You visit projects where they have built backyard water features right in the area, and you can ask questions, and it's all free. RSVP at allaboutwaterllc.com or visit their Facebook page for participating addresses. She's still alive, Stevie Nicks?
I maybe.
She had a really bad cocaine habit at one point in time. I mean, I'm not speaking out of turn here, but she had blown a hole right in her nose. She snorted so much cocaine.
Well, she's still alive, so apparently.
Is she still alive?
Yeah, cocaine doesn't kill.
What is she, 74, 75, 71,
68?
78 years old, Stevie Nicks. We all had a crush on Stevie Nicks back in the day from Fleetwood Mac.
I still have a
I don't
crush
know
on
why.
her.
Yeah, I don't know why, but we did. I mean, Stevie Nicks back in the 80s, we all had a crush on Stevie Nicks.
Yeah, similar to Dolly Parton, 70 plus is honestly the go-to.
Never had a crush on Dolly Parton. Never, ever, ever had a crush on Dolly Parton for me. Never did. I'm not saying anything negative. I'm just saying I never had a crush on Dolly Parton.
She was already a 10 out of 10. After the work, like that adds on to the score.
Who was a 10?
Dolly.
Dolly?
She's an angel.
No.
She's so cute.
No. It was always a wig. First of all, if it's fake hair, everything was fake, to be honest with you. There's no way. Dolly can't be more than a 6.5.
What? Are you kidding?
6.5, 7 at the best.
I keep
at
forgetting.
the best, Dolly's a 7.
You're not into older women, and you're also not into
It's not, we're not into older women. So what? Are you talking about the best of Dolly? With the best she ever looked? Are you talking about Dolly when she was 70s? When are you talking about Dolly? The best Dolly. Dolly tops out at 7.
She looked
Max.
wonderful whenever she was younger, but I think she aged like fine wine.
She topped out at a 7. Topped out at a 7. How can you analyze it? Girls wearing a wig.
It doesn't matter what she's wearing. We're just Legos at the end of the day.
Well, she topped out at a 7. Stop that. Golf Ball Billy is telling me about these retailers are now pulling the Callaway products. I don't think they're pulling Callaway. They're pulling good products off the shelf, not Callaway necessarily. You might could get some good deals on some Callaway stuff, but there's some. I don't even understand the relationship between Good and Callaway. Wasn't Good? I thought Good was like a YouTube channel.
They are.
I thought so now they're into products and things like that. They do a stupid commercial. It was an absolute stupid commercial, but we are way overreacting to that. Okay, enough already.
Yeah.
Now they're pulling products and they're talking about canceling a tournament that they sponsor. If you saw the commercial, it's a female golfer. She's pulling she's about to grab a Callaway driver or a good driver. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know what the relationship is. I'm not investing time.
It really is just a collaborative project. Good mainly does merch like clothing and all of that stuff.
Right.
They decided, let's just put our name on the Callaway.
So Callaway it's a Callaway driver with the good branding on it?
It's like the good version of the Callaway driver.
But it's the same Callaway driver. So Callaway signed off on the ad. Callaway at first was saying, this isn't our, But Callaway, it turns out Callaway did sign off on the ad. But it's a female golfer, pulling a club out of a bag. And she goes to get the club out, and a guy runs over that's in the group. They're like a foursome or whatever. The guy runs over and shoves the girl down. And he says, don't touch my driver or something, whatever it is. It's a stupid ad.
Okay.
But it's not like they're out there promoting violence against women and domestic violence and things like that. It's a dumb ad, and they should be chided for it. There's no doubt about it. Somebody should be fired that came up with this idea. Here's an idea. We're going to push a girl down on the ground. But my gosh, we're way beyond. This has gone nuts.
I gotcha. So Bandy's given me some information in my right ear, and I also thought the ad was pretty horrible. It really just wasn't that good.
It was poor taste.
Very poor taste. But it's going off of apparently from sources. Clark offered some clarity by saying it's based off of a little bit of what the movie Obsession was, where it was a girl obsessed with a man. In this case, it was a man obsessed with his clubs. So he'll do anything for his clubs.
Right.
It did not hit,
the girl
though.
down.
It did not hit well.
It was a dumb idea, and it was a dumb ad. But my gosh, now we're pulling Callaway products off the shelves.
That's a little.
Are you kidding me? Can I get a good price on a Callaway driver? Vinny is up. Vinny, welcome in. How are you?
Thom, what's going on?
We're gonna see you tonight or what?
It's draft day, baby.
Draft day. Do it.
I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning going over my roster. I'm like,
John, you should. Is there any draft day music from the movie Draft Day, John? You should play that. It was like a theme song from the Draft Day.
I'm telling you, I've been up since 3 o'clock going over what you need to do is find a way sometime is to let somebody know what order they'll be picking in. That way you can plan better. But I know you can't do that because
that's the fun of it. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, speaking of Stevie Nicks, I had a date with Stevie Nicks back in the 70s.
Get out of here. You're going to date with Stevie Nicks.
Yeah, we had a great time. Then the alarm clock went off, and I woke up, and I could dream, can't I? But
yes, you did.
Anyway, hey, one thing I want to get your opinion on this because I'm thinking seriously about making my first pick. And I'm like, I told John this. We're not keeping any secrets. Cam Scatterbo. I know he's coming off an injury, but I think
first pick in what round? First pick in what round?
My first pick in round 1. Oh,
okay. You do that. You take Cam Scatterbo. That reminds me of back in the day when we had 120 guys playing in Florida, and the guy had the first round pick, and he picked LG Crumpler. He said, "With the first round pick, whatever the name of his team selects LG Crumpler, the tight end, Atlanta Falcons."
He's not a Hall of Famer?
No, he's not. He did not make it as the Hall of Famer. And then we had one other guy. Who was the guy? I don't know, John, if this was in your era or before that. We had a guy. Was it Hollywood? Was it Grumpy? We had a guy. I think Hollywood picked 3 kickers one year. He picked 3 kickers.
Did he win the league? Did he win
No.
the race?
Well, he actually ended up doing pretty good, but I don't think he won.
Well, there you go. I still remember 3 years ago when you got Derrick Henry and Nick Chubb in the first round. And you talked about it for 4, 5, 6 weeks. Until
Nick
it
was
Chubb
a good team.
Blew ACL and Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
he had a Derrick Henry kind of year. But anyway, I'm looking forward to it tonight.
Yeah.
I might bring Sherry. She's been asking about it. She likes, she likes to hang around the dog pound, and we'll probably grab some dinner before.
All right, I'll be there early for dinner.
All right, we'll talk. Hey, is
All
the
right.
Knuckle Dog coming?
The Knuckle Dog has got a game tonight. He's broadcasting a game tonight in Winchester, so he won't be there. But, of course, Grasshopper will be there, but the Knuckle Dog won't.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Appreciate you. Grumpy is up next. Was it you? Grumpy, who was it that drafted 3 kickers one year?
It was Hollywood, and he picked
Hollywood.
he picked three. I think his first 3 picks were kickers. It was crazy. It was crazy. I'm not sure he understood the rules.
Then he started trading them.
Yeah, love me some Vinny, man. Vinny's a great caller. Hey, I want to get through a couple. By the way, man, don't turn into that dude, man. Yesterday,
What dude?
Well, yesterday you used the term for Dolly Parton that Dolly Parton is all that and a bag of chips. That's a derogatory term.
Is it?
It
I didn't know that. I thought it
All
was a
that and a
positive
bag of
thing.
Man.
Oh, I thought all of that in a bag of chips was a positive thing.
That's
I
belittling.
like chips.
That's if
Is
you
it?
tell
I didn't know
somebody that they come with a bag of chips. Well, and then Stevie Nicks, all that career Stevie Nicks. We mentioned Stevie Nicks, and the first thing you say is, she used to do blow.
She did blow bad. She blew a hole right in her
Who
nose.
didn't do blow, man? Come on, who didn't do
But
blow?
she did it bad.
Okay, well.
Yeah. I mean, she literally blew a hole in her nose. I'm telling you, she
Okay,
had plastic surgery.
I want to get off. I like getting on, but at the same time, it ain't the Grumpy Show. So let me hurry up here. Samford and UNA playing at Wicks Field. Is that the first college football ever at that field?
Yep. First college football game ever at Joe Davis Stadium. And those of you that are listening in Huntsville will hear it in Huntsville on 97.7, courtesy of Reynolds Logistics as well.
I may go to that. And then this kid in Alabaster, this Trent Seaborn that's committed to Alabama, the quarterback that turned down 6 figures in 2024 for a trading card company so he could stay home and continue to play for Thompson. Is he still the schnizzle?
What's his name? Are you talking about
Trent Seaborn?
Trent Seaborn? Yeah.
Yeah, I may take the drive down there to see that guy. They play Hoover, but Hoover went 6-5 last year. Is it over for Hoover?
I don't think
done?
it's. No, I don't think it's over for them. I saw their spring game again, or their jamboree game against Bob Jones, and they look like they've got some talent, some skills. But it's certainly, it seems like it's all about Thompson more down there now than anyone else. But I still think Hoover's going to be a thing.
Okay, and then did you see where ESPN's getting rid of the ticker on the bottom?
Yeah,
that's big news. That's big news.
Is that good news, though, or bad? I have it on my notes
wonderful.
here that
It's wonderful.
Really? I mean, how am I going to get – I love being able to follow the scores of all the other games. And be honest with you, I change the channel to a game. If I see something's happened down there and I love the score alert and everything else, I hate that. I don't want to sit there with my phone in my hand.
No. I don't want ESPN ruining the games that I'm recording on other channels so I can watch them in their entirety. And when they show the scores of other ball games, if I want to look those up, it takes me 4 seconds to find out the scores of other ball games. And I have apps that alert me to scores on my phone automatically. So I'm glad they got rid of it for what I just described. I like to record games and watch them at 2 a.m, and I like to see them in their entirety. You can.
So you don't want to see what happened. Yeah, that happens to me with like on a football Saturday. I won't watch the Yankees game. I want to watch it later on, and I don't want to know the score. And then they'll pop the score up there, and it's like, oh man, it ruined it for me. But
I used to take painter's tape and put it over the ticker. I would put painter's tape on my screen. Yeah, done that before. Yeah, because it would ruin my night. I mean, showing me scores if I want to watch Texas A&M at 2 a.m, I want to watch the game. I don't want to know what the score is. But I guess that's all I got. Last year, I won the league by less than half a point. Rex Green came in second with Chasing the Win. That's just good stuff. I hope Rex shows up tonight. And I'm going to go down there early and have a nice dinner at Carrabba's before I make my picks, man.
I'll be there at 5. I'll be there at
All
5
right.
having dinner.
All right.
I'm going to have dinner.
Later, man.
All right. See you. I'll be there at 5.
Who you picking first?
Depending on how early.
No, I need to know who your must pick is right out the gates.
Well, yeah, but my must pick won't be on the board after 3 or 4 picks. You know what I mean?
You never know.
So I'll tell you this: I like Bijan Robinson better than Jahmyr Gibbs. How about that? Does that give you a clue?
Yeah, good thing I don't have to worry about you picking my guys.
I can't pick Jamar Chase because he plays for the Bengals, and I cannot pick a Bengal.
And also, I mean, he did kind of hurt himself, but he should
he's
be
always
fine.
Hurt. He's always dinged. I can't pick a Bengal, which just sucks because I really like Joe Burrow, but I can't pick a Bengal.
I'll tell you a sleeper that a lot of people are going to probably want to try and pick up, and maybe 5 rounds in, 6 rounds in, Dante Moore for the Bills.
That's a possibility. Speaking of Bill, Josh Allen, I really want Josh Allen as my quarterback. So the question is, how early do I have to take him to get him? Again, if I'm picking at the end of the first round, I'll have Josh Allen. Justin Jefferson is on my save list. Of course, Brock Bowers is on my save list. I'm not going to tell you my sleepers. I got some sleepers that I really like, but I'm going to sit here and tell everybody my sleepers. I can't tell you my sleepers.
Well, I just told you one of them, so.
Cam Scatteraboo is not going to be my first pick in the first round. That's
I really hope that Vinny is the first.
If you had the number 1 pick overall, who'd you pick?
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
That would be your very, very first pick.
Yeah, I'm going 3 years in a row with that guy on my team.
Yeah. Okay. Don't hate Puka Nacua.
Yeah, exactly. Some would say Puka Nacua. Some would say, Bijan Robinson, Gibbs. There's a lot of different ways that you could go with it. I'm a wide receiver.
I'm not going receiver. I'm not going receiver first. I'm going to go running back. I'm probably going running back first. If I can get one of the I'm scared to death of Christian McCaffrey, and I'm scared to death of Derrick Henry. It's going to happen. I mean, Derrick Henry looked like he was just about washed at the end of his career with the Titans.
The beginning
and then he goes
of the
to
season last year, I had him, and I got rid of him because he wasn't performing well, and he got injured.
Yeah, then he goes to the Ravens, and he has a great season, but it's gotta. These running backs, it's dangerous with running backs. So what I got to do is I got to identify an RB1 that isn't Jahmyr Gibbs or Bijan Robinson. If I can't get one of those 2 guys, where am I going running back wise? is the big deal there.
Quinshon Judkins.
About fourth round, fifth round, maybe fourth round, third round, fifth round. We'll see. I'm gonna come up with a strategy. I was actually thinking about trying to draft all Alabama guys or all Browns guys or all Alabama and Browns.
You got to
guys.
stop doing that. You won 3 games last year.
I know. Well, last year was I also have a ring, so let's not get crazy.
Oh, I've got 2 rings, and I still got 3rd place last year.
Where is my ring? Oh, there it is.
You're gonna want to bring.
I should
that
wear
tonight.
my ring tonight,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I'm gonna wear my 2.
Yeah. Would you find one or?
No, I have 2.
Does Bailey ever want a ring?
Have you ever won a ring, Bailey?
He's got no ring.
No.
No rings for Bailey?
No rings.
I made it to a championship, though.
He did make it to a championship.
You know who beat me that year? The Junkyard Mom.
Me.
No.
Oh, JYB's got one.
My mom.
The Junkyard Mom.
Very respectful, Bandy.
It is respectful. She will not be there tonight. She will not be there tonight because she's in Rosemary Beach.
Bring her ring too. Then you can have 2 rings.
Her ring is actually hanging in her Mustang. I probably could bring her ring. It's hanging in her Mustang. She didn't take the Mustang. She took my daughter Christy's truck down there because they were picking up Kelly on the way. So, all right, let's get a break. We'll come back. Got a couple other things I want to hit on, especially these the penalties that the SEC put in place for teams that defy the new rule regarding using a player that is left for the NFL. Give me a thought on that. And NFL has got some rules enforcement, I think, that is pretty interesting. We talked about the fact they killed off the Pro Bowl altogether. That's fine. I got no issue with that. I am looking forward to seeing what they're putting on a jersey, John. I do think that that's a cool idea. And I think it should, to me, I think it should be on the nape of the neck. It shouldn't be a patch. They're talking about either a patch or something. Maybe it's a patch. Maybe it'd be easier that way for the equipment people. But I think it would be really cool that above the guy's name on the back of his jersey, it has the number of Pro Bowls that he's made. And you got to be what's good about this is no more, 7th alternate like Shedeur Sanders. If they put something on Shedeur Sanders' jersey that indicates that he was a Pro Bowler last year, I'm going to throw up in my mouth because that's ridiculous. He was the 7th alternate. They thought, we ain't got nobody. Who are we going to hit? Let's take Sanders. So no more of that. It's going to be, you got to be a voted Pro Bowler, an authentic Pro Bowler. But it'd be interesting to see how they indicate that on the jerseys. All right, we'll get a break and come back. Thom Abraham Show, back with more in a moment.
You're listening to the Thom Abraham Show on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
If you're ready to lower your utility bills, it's time to call Eagle Insulation. Eagle can handle it all. Attic re-insulation, insulation removal, wall insulation, and new construction insulation, commercial and residential. Our primary goal is to save you money, and lots of it. Typical clients realize their return on investment within 3 to 6 months. That means the re-insulation actually pays for itself and then some. See if we can help you. Contact Eagle Insulation today, 256-755-1556, or log on insulatewitheagle.com.
Hey, I'm Bobby White for Lynn Layton Ford Indicator. Summer is flying by and our summer sales event is coming to an end soon. But there's still time to lock in low, amazing summer deals. Now's your last chance to get 0% financing, 0 payments for 90 days, 0 maintenance for 2 years, and $1,000 down payment assistance on a huge selection of new Fords. With your good credit, get up to $6,000 off MSRP on 26 Broncos. $6,000 off. While they last, get $7,500 off MSRP on a 25 Bronco Sport. $7,500 off. The last new 2026 STX crew cab started under $46,000, and Lynn Layton Ford will never add any dealer dock fees or some ridiculous upcharge. Don't miss out on 0%, 0 payments for 90 days, 0 cost for maintenance for 2 years, and $1,000 in down payment assistance. Hurry into Lynn Layton Ford, right in the heart of Ford country, just a mile south of the Beltline indicator, or online anytime at LynnLaytonFord.com.
Bronco 28442T, Bronco Sport 28032D, F-150 28485T. See dealer for details.
Attention Alabama bass fishermen. Bassmaster is bringing Alabama Bass Fest to Decatur, Alabama, September 11th through the 13th at Ingalls Harbor. This free, family-friendly event has something for everyone, from outdoor enthusiasts and anglers to students, families, and job seekers. Check out the Outdoor Expo featuring Bassmaster anglers, fishing seminars, boat demo rides, sponsor activities, casting challenges, Bassmaster events, food trucks, family activities, and more. Plus, don't miss the free youth bank fishing tournament on Saturday, along with the Bassmaster Youth Tournament on Sunday. Looking for a career? The Alabama Bass Fest Career Fair connects job seekers with employers, colleges, and workforce partners with hands-on experience and career opportunities across Alabama. It's 3 days of fishing, fun, education, careers, and the great outdoors. And admission is free. Join us September 11th through the 13th at Ingalls Harbor in Decatur. For more information, go to bassmaster.com/bassfest.
I'm attorney Gary Lackey. I know your accident is the real thing, and they happen to real people.
I'm attorney Justin Lackey. There's a lot of talk right now about bigger, but when you've had a wreck, is bigger better?
I'm attorney Jennifer Lackey. Do you want to be just a case number?
With offices in Huntsville and Scottsboro, we take the time to help.
The Lackey Law Firm. The Lackey Law Family. 1-800-4-RIGHTS.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
What better way to take in the beautiful fall than with a Forno outdoor kitchen from Owen Home Appliance? The one that we are featuring now is the Forno Ultra Qualita 5-burner 176-inch black outdoor kitchen kit, complete with the grill, a pizza oven, a sink, a beverage center, a flat top, and all the counter space you could want. This thing is amazing. Learn more at owenappliance.com and just search out Forno Outdoor Kitchen. Owen Appliance in Forno, a match made for the fall.
Flash Band the Nation, ignite the fun, let's rock it.
The push for the playoffs continues for your Rocket City Trash Pandas with the final homestand of the regular season, September 1st through 6th. Promotions include 3 nights of giveaways, plus fireworks to close out the evening on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Get your tickets now at tptix.com. That's tptix.com.
Let's rock it.
Your Fox 54 weather.
I'm Fox 54 weather impact meteorologist Emily Owen. Heading into this Thursday afternoon, temperatures will gradually warm into the low 90s for the afternoon. Expect to see partly sunshine, a few thunderstorms and passing showers will be possible in the afternoon as well. Heading into Thursday night, things turn much quieter. Temperatures fall into the upper 60s.
Your Fox 54 weather, only on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
What better way to take in the beautiful fall than with a Forno outdoor kitchen from Owen Home Appliance? The one that we are featuring now is the Forno Ultra Qualita 5-burner 176-inch black outdoor kitchen kit, complete with the grill, a pizza oven, a sink, a beverage center, a flat top, and all the counter space you could want. This thing is amazing. Learn more at owenappliance.com and just search out Forno Outdoor Kitchen. Owen Appliance in Forno, a match made for the fall. All right, welcome back. Final segment of the show. The kid Grumpy was talking about, he broke up there a little bit, or at least at my end it broke up. I didn't hear the name at first when he said about going to see the kid, but he's talking about Trent Seaborn. Remember when Trent Seaborn won the state championship as an 8th grader a few years ago for Thompson, and he was all the rage. And after his freshman year, he allegedly, according to his daddy, was offered a 7-figure NIL deal to leave the state of Alabama. He's from Hawaii originally. They're great friends with the Tagovailoas and so on. So he's offered 7 figures, John, to leave the state of the state of Alabama because you can't get NIL for a high school kid in Alabama.
Yeah,
and he
I
said, "No, I'm
remember
good." Yeah, he said, "No, I'm good. I'm going to stay here." And he stayed there. Now he's a senior. He's not a big kid. He's 6'1", 200 pounds. He is a 4-star. He is a hard commit to Alabama, where they've done a great job there securing quarterbacks. There's no doubt about it that Kalen DeBoer is able to get great quarterbacks in there. He is, though, at this point in time now, he's ranked like the 14th rated kid in the entire state, and he's the 16th rated quarterback nationally. So it's not like he's a 4-star, But this isn't the like number one or number two, quarterback in the country coming in. Like the Alabama's had like top 3 quarterbacks the last few classes that Kalen Boyer has recruited. He just does a tremendous job with quarterbacks. But it'll be interesting to see what happens, with him, with Trent Seaborn. The SEC put penalties in place now. And this is if you use a player that had left for the NFL and then returned. The penalties include a half-season suspension for the coach. Half season. No pay. Suspension for the coach. A fine that matches 50% of the sport's annual budget, and a revocation of league voting rights. The SEC schools gave Greg Sankey the authority to impose additional sanctions as needed. Sources told Pete Thamel of ESPN that the chancellors voted 15-0 to confirm it. LSU abstains, but it was a 16-0 vote, including LSU, when it came to banning pro athletes from playing in the SEC. I don't understand why they just don't make it. The kid's ineligible. You play with an ineligible player, you forfeit the game. Because no coach is going to forfeit games. You want that guy? Every game you play with that guy, you forfeit. I mean, it's just an ineligible player. Period. End of story. Done with it. All right, come on out tonight to Carrabba's for our DFL draft. We'll see you there. And until then, have a great day, everybody.